Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all. I like that, y'all.
Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. Happy Saturday. How we doing out there? We are looking at a lot of green. BTC breaking out, as we indicated. It climbed all the way up to 44.6K resistance. Ethereum test 3175. And the Doge is on a breakout. So let's see what we got for today. Heading on over to BTC/USD. We're currently just underneath the overbought on the RSI, so keep an eye on the RSI levels. We may need to come down here. Let me zoom in just a little bit for you there. There we go, getting better. May need to calm down just a little bit for continuation, and we are looking at support to hold up at that 4,300 mark, so watch out for 4,300. Round number for support, and 44,019.79 is current resistance. And we do have our stop loss sitting just beneath that 12-day moving average indicated in the red, that thin red line. And as you can see, we have the 26-day about to cross the 50-day moving average, so we should see some continuation from that. Volume is good and strong, above average for BTC/USD. Let's head over and have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum also got up there, as I mentioned. And we are looking at support now to hold at the 3071.44 and resistance 3117.64. Currently overbought, so watch out for that, and we'll inch the stop loss. Keep that stop loss, folks. There we go, get recentered. So just beneath this Fibonacci 50 retracement. So if we get up into the sales target, it should come back down into this zone, go sideways, and continue. Let's have a look at BNB/USD. It's up 2.88% for today. Waiting for our chart. There we go. So we now have support for you at the 345.821 and resistance up at the 358.127. RSI in good shape. We have the right configuration here, 12 to 26, the 50 and the 100-day all pointing upward, trending upward. Looking pretty strong here. You may see a slight change in the appearance of my chart. I do have a new indicator on here. It's a different form of the pivots, so it is called the Pivots HL. It's the newest version, so I've got it set to 11.11.11.11. I can show you that real quick. For those of you that are charting along with me and have watched the tutorial, over there in the chat, you can click that link, short tutorial on these indicators. So there it is. There's your settings. As we continue on, so let's continue on to, let's shut this down so we clear up the clutter. There we go. And we're off to Cardano. That's ADA. It's up 4.24% for today. Cardano looking really good here. Going to need to calm down just a wee bit. As you see, volume is currently climbing as the PolkaDot gets a lot of attention here. So we're looking at support at the 1.424. Resistance up there at the 1.485. Let's see if we can do a little bit of sideways action here, consolidate, and then continuation. Would be nice. I'm sorry, that was Cardano, not PolkaDot. This is PolkaDot. DOGE/USD. We're looking at resistance at the 21.550 and new support level. Let's get on up there. Very tight range, just underneath the current price indicated by these red dotted line there. That goes red to green depending on which direction the price is moving. And we do have support at the 20.671. Let's see, checking in with the RSI in good shape, volume on the increase, and moving averages are all in the right orientation for continuation. Heading on over to Doge. Doge finally getting some love here, as we are looking at the resistance level all the way. I got this from the 1 hour, if you're wondering where that came from, the 1 hour time frame. 0.2420 is your bogey up there. See if we can break above that. Resistance for continuation. And support level all the way down at the 0.2248. So let's see, what kind of an average did we get off the bottom there? We'll put the ruler on that bad boy and got just above that. Oh, here we go. All the way up. So yeah, that's a good solid 20% run up for Doge. So RSI is overbought, so keep an eye on that. We may need to come back down, ideally in this 0.23 to 0.236 Fibonacci there. Do a little sideways action and go for some more continuation to the upside. On to LTC USD. It's up 3.03%. So Litecoin running up here as well. Glad to see that. Looking at support at the 150.95. So right at that 151 round number, folks. And resistance setting up there at the 155.62. RSI is cooling off some, so we're in good shape. On to LINK USD. Commonly known as Chainlink. So Chainlink, we have resistance level for you now up at the 24.917. And support holding at the 23.995. RSI in good shape. And our moving averages are all in alignment. Heading on to Stellar, that's XLM USD. Stellar is up 4.08% for today. So we do have resistance now up there. It couldn't get through that 0.300, so that round number to watch out for. And support now at the 0.2908. RSI just underneath the overbought for Stellar. On to VET USD, that's Vechain. It's up 9.14%. So Vechain looking good up here. And we do got to get back through that 1.1052, I should say. And support, let's bust that candle up. Should be right in there on the 1 hour. And we were close. There you go. At the 0.1029er. Clicking back over to the 4 hour time zone here, and we'll move this stop loss. I didn't get a chance to remap this one for a new trading plan. We're going to need to do some consolidation, I think, before we'll should expect some upside on these. Moving on to FIL USD, it's up 6.02%. Resistance formed up there. 69.170 resistance, and support 66.371. EMA's all in good shape. I should say the moving averages. I'm using moving averages on the crypto. I will flip over here for you. Some people ask about trading stocks and options and things like that. Well, this is the configuration I use for stocks and options. You can see slightly different. This is all optimized for that market. Because crypto runs 24/7, the moving averages and all those kind of things a little bit more optimized the way I have it set up here over years of trial and error, and also confirmation through some of the other technical analysis experts out there. And let's move on. Commercial is over. We're looking here at STORJ USD. Zoom in a little bit more for you there. Starting to, as you can see with this particular name, we are starting to consolidate up there. It's nice and healthy. And we're looking at resistance there, 1.1759. Support close by at the 1.132. And as you can see, we did touch down just to test that 12-day moving average. Passed. Good bounce off of there. And we've been doing that for several, let's see, 4, 8, 12. Yeah, almost a day or so, right? got up there, about there. So that would have been, yeah, August the 5th. A couple of days. On to IOTA. That's Internet of Things. It is up 2.10% for today. And we have resistance right there at the 0.9513. Then watch for that $1 round psychological number should we get through that resistance level. And going to look here at support at the 0.9142. As you can see here, what happens when we get that golden, semi-golden cross, where we had the 12-day cross over the 50-day moving average and shot right through the 26-day. So that's kind of give us more upside. So you watch for those averages when they cross favorably. As you see, we got this one here. Boom, there she went. So heading on over to comp, COMP USD, it's up to 486.63, up 4.26% for today. So comp looking very strong here, and let's see, yep. We have resistance 494.751 and support right there. You see we did come down and almost tested it right there. Just got above that 12-day. So support is 472.77. Just underneath the overbought on comp, COMPs. So may need to do some consolidation up in this range for COMP. On to BAT USD. That's basic I need your attention coin. BAT, home of the Brave browser, folks. Wonderful browser. I use it, as you know, quite often. Get paid to browse. 0.6854 is your support level, and resistance 0.7314. Stop loss. We will move that little rascal just underneath our support and just underneath that 12-day in between the 12.26. You know the drill. On to Ethereum Classic, having a nice run up here. Pushing through resistance as I had previously marked earlier before the show started. So we're looking at up 14.97%. And let's go over here and get you. I'll have to switch to the daily so I can see this thing. And there we are. There's our previous resistance way up there. Back to the 1 hour, 4 hour, I should say. There we go. We barely got it in the view. So let me scoot this down. Here we go. So resistance all the way up to 62.05. So we are knocking on. Oh, wow. We always got all the way up to 175 at one point. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And then split that into the 1 hour. We'll bust that big candle up and see. Yep, right on that support. So we have support at the 56.964. And on to MANA. That's MANA USDC. And we have resistance sitting up there, well, just above the current price. So we got to get through that first, folks. So we'll watch out for that 0.67640. And once you get through there, the next target would be up here at your next high. Support level is 0.7525. Stop loss. We're going to make sure we don't overshoot, so we would put it just underneath the 12. And when that test on that bottom right there. Let's head over to ZIL. That's ZIL USD. Zilliqa. Resistance up at the 0.0959er. And support to hold into is the 0.09242. Stop loss right there where that goes. On to NU USD. NU is up 8.53% for today. And we are pushing up here through, let's see if we can find a, there it is. We'll scoot this down and get that resistance level. Next target going to be up at the 0.2651. And we'll scoot her back over here. Whoops, didn't want to grab that though. And get things right back where they belong. And then support going to be right there at the 0.23911. Heading on to NMR USD. NMR is up 5.53% for today. Pushing up through. And we need to bust through. This one right here has been giving us a little bit of grief at the 41.94. Okay, we're back again. Sorry about that, folks. We are currently having a real bad thunderstorm. And although I have cellular Wi-Fi, not acting well. So let's keep going. We're going on to Uniswap UNI USD. Uniswap up 7.72%. So nice run up here for the UNI. You ain't got no alibi. Resistance 28.5478 and support down there at the 26.059er. Moving on to AAVE USD. Resistance at the 395.590. You see we knocked on the $400 door. Couldn't bust through there before. So see if we can't regroup and jump back through there. Meanwhile, back at the back cave, support level is 373.152. RSI did get above the overbought. Starting to cool down a little bit now as we start to consolidate. Moving on to MKR USD. MKR USD, we are at 3437.139 resistance and support now at the just below there. I would expect to retest this 12-day moving average, but we'll put that on that previous low at the 3233.43. On to MATIC, MATIC USD. MATIC also having a nice run here. Looking at resistance up at the 1.1849 and support at the 1.1124. Stop loss just beneath that 50-day moving average. Let's move on to SOL USD. You can see here we had a tight range we were getting through from last night, and then finally fell through support after several passes there. So we're looking down now at the, we'll split that big candle up in the 1 hour, and there it is. We'll be watching out for, as you can see, almost touched our 50-day moving average, barely above it. So we're going to get it. 38.3488 is your support level. Back to the 4 hour, and off we go to the NFTs. We're going to look at audio. That's AUDIOUSD. Audio, it's actually went red, down about 0.37%. Fell through our support that we had marked for you previously. I'll switch to the 1 hour real quick, see if we can find it. There we go. That's a good support level to hold on to right there. Plenty of 1, 2, 3, 4 candles at the 1.322. Let's head over to CHZ USD. And lots getting a little toppy up here for CHZ. So 0.2994 is resistance at this current point in time. and support at the 0.2883. On to Theta, THETA USD. Theta resistance 7.202 and support. Yep, we did push down and retest. Triple bottom right there at the 6.846. Stop loss is in good shape right there where it is. Looks like we got some bearish candle in volume, but we'll see how things close out here. We are above average in volume. Lots of volume coming in here for these names. Looking at ENJB USD up 3.51%. And made its way. We got that. We got to get through there. There's your resistance level at the 1.4914. And support now going to be looking at first level of support is the previous low at the 1.460. Then we'll lean on this 12-day moving average, that red thin line. Shiba Inu blasting off. Look at it go. It's up 12.56% for the SHIB. Big old run up there to 50727, and you're going to get support, just a wee bit of it, at the 0.0000651. There's your 5 zeros. And let's go ahead and we'll reset Shiba Inu for you. And we can do this live. We got plenty of time today. And let me see if I can get this reset. Just double click over here to reset the size. And then let's see, we'll find out. Right there's the next pivot. So we're going move high to low on the pivots. So you'll just take your right Fibonacci, which is inverted from the left, stretch it down there. This thin, very light, hard to see gray line is that pivot low right there. You see it over there. And then we'll just get these out of the way because we use these. I leave all this on there for back testing to see if I need to tweak things. Then we'll grab this guy, bring it into frame. There we go. I'm almost finished with the Pine script. This could all be automated. Gonna make my life a lot easier based on a set of rules and algorithms. So that would be a lot easier than doing it manually like I do here. So basically you draw a rectangle, and I have these templates set up here as your buy target. Command C, Command V, Control C, Control V on the PC. And double click, we'll just change that to evaluate. Control C, Control V one more time. It gets the rectangles all uniform, the right size. And sell. So how this works is we anticipate if this continuation continues, if we make it to the sales target, you usually pull back to the Fibonacci, the 0.50 Fibonacci. So basically this is a Fibonacci retracement. So your percentages are from 0 to 100% on the way down. So this is showing you typically if it comes down to 0.236, between that range and a 0.382, that's kind of uncertainty. And then most of the time it's going to come back and either bounce off the 50 or the 0.618 and for a continuation. So that's basically how that works. Like I said, you can go over there. There's a link in the chat area for a free tutorial. About 15 minutes of your time, you're good to go. So we'll save that up and keep on trucking. So we're going to ICP USD, I should say. It's up 32%. Yes, that is massive. And so it's about time. We just added this one, so I haven't set any buy and sell targets. If you guys are with me on this, let's do it. We'll set her up. So I go to my Fibonacci retracements, which I have saved in my favorites. And we'll go up here to this pivot, come down, and we always do it backwards. You could pull from the bottom up, or if you're, but you want the 0 on top, the 1 on the bottom. And we'll retrace this move all the way back from pivot low to pivot high. So there's your pivot low right there. And this thin gray line up here is your pivot high. So we'll adjust that. Then go back to the Fibonacci tool. Select it one more time. This time we'll pull from the top down. That's the right way to do it on this side. One on top, 0 on the bottom. So this is inverted from this guy. Then we draw our rectangles. Here we go. Rectangle. There. Double click. Get our template. That's going to be the buy target. Control C, Control V if you're on the PC. Drop it right there. Split that 50 in the middle. 50 Fibonacci, and then we'll go to the evaluate. And got one more ready for our sell target. So we'll just switch to our template. There we go. These are offline just a little bit there. Double click and sell. So we're set up. So basically now what we would watch for, as I mentioned before, we got up here to this probably will become a pivot. As it's indicating right now, you see this real thin gray line. And so we're going to retrace back down just like we explained previously. So we'll move on. Thanks for hanging in there with me with that one. So that's ICP USD on the move. We finally got the 12, the 26, the 50, and 100-day moving averages all right orientation, but down here we see that the RSI is way in the overbought. And let's move on to AMP USD. So we have this one going. So we'll just take and slide it over because it has not made it to the promised land yet. There's our bottom. We can slightly adjust that. Come over here and match that one up. And let's see. I actually got templates for these things too, folks. Right side, there you go. We'll do this one. Template, left side. Go. Rectangle time. And double click. And we missed it. Get it again. Evaluate. Copy and paste. Get it dialed in. There we go. And sell. All right. So if you're just jumping in this trade, as we have in this trading plan on the screen for you, we see we have resistance. So we'll go ahead and we'll mark our resistance level right there. That's what you're looking for us to jump in there and break past resistance. So that would be your entry. And now you have your support would be right there. You want to hold that support, break out past the resistance. You'll be a little bit late to the party, but you don't want to catch falling knives. And this one is heading down, so may need to base out a little bit more, do some consolidation. And that is AMP USD trading plan ready to go. And let's head on over to, and let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Down 1.94%. It's at 46.23%. So that tells you that Bitcoin, people are using their BTC to trade. Looks like mostly ETH and mostly Doge, right? So you can look at Ethereum.D, which is Ethereum dominance. It's up 3.19% at 20.45, as you can see by the candles increasing. Doge is up 13.29%. So we're starting to get some of that back for the Doge. It's still climbing. It's trying to go in here at 1.78%. So total crypto market cap inching its way back up as more money comes off the exchanges into the market. So we're looking at $1,767 billion total crypto market cap. Heading back towards that $2 trillion. That would be nice. Well, folks, thanks for sticking it out with me. I hope you enjoyed that little tail end of that as we mapped out some new trading plans there. Pardon the interruption with the internet drop. I did see some folks drop off, so I hope to see you back. And if you're watching the recorded version, please hit that like button. And we will see you soon. Have a great day.